Time for the main event!
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It looks like Dead or Alive 6, the base game, not the new last round one that comes out in a couple weeks, is getting delisted on some platforms. And I want to make this video so you know exactly what to expect, what you can use, what you can't use, because sometimes when they delist a game, you can't download it anymore, and you can't do anything with it anymore. So let's go get all that information. We also got some more information on the PC requirements, so we're going to go over that today too. Alright, without further ado, let's get to the news. Alright, here we are over on deadoralive6.com, the main website, and it has a notice here, and this was posted yesterday, and it's really shocking that they haven't really advertised this at all. We just had the State of Play, we just had the Xbox Showcase, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, and we also had Summer Games Fest, and this game was nowhere to be seen. So I'm a little worried about the sales of this game. Now, anyway, and maybe what's included. All right, so here's the notice. Dead or Alive 6, not last round. This is the one that's currently out. Delisting notice. With the release of the Steam version of Dead or Alive 6 last round, Dead or Alive 6 LR, the Steam store pages for Dead or Alive 6, DOA 6, will be delisted at 10 a.m. on June 11th, 2026. So that's today, as of the making of this video. Wow, that didn't really give people a lot of time to, figure this out. Anyway, the following game titles will no longer be purchasable after June 11th, 2026 at 10 a.m. JST. Note, online play and download will still be available for those who own these titles. So if you own this game and you have no desire to buy the new one, you can still download all your DLC, you can still download the game, and you can still play the game. So keep that in mind. You're not like, it's not going to totally just erase it from your catalog there. No, you can still play and engage with the game. Steam Dead or Alive 6, Steam Dead or Alive 6 Digital Deluxe Edition, Steam Dead or Alive 6 Core Fighters. Those are the three games affected. There's no news of if they're going to do this with the PlayStation version or the Xbox version. I don't see them doing that because it's basically the Xbox One version and a PS4 version. On Steam, it's like unified. It's one version. There's no like old Steam, like Steam 2, Steam 3, Steam 4, like PS3, PS4, PS5. So it makes more sense to keep those active because there's still a huge player base on the PS4. I'm not sure about the Xbox One, but on the PS4, there's still a massive player base. So they're probably going to keep that one alive because this new one is only available on current gen, PS5, Series X, and of course Steam. So anyway, we'll continue reading down here. Affected downloadable content. The following DLC for DOA 6 and DOA 6 Core Fighters will no longer be purchasable after June 11th, 2026 at 10 a.m. JST. Note, those who already own the DLC will still be able to download and use the content. So, as I said earlier, if you downloaded a bunch of costumes like myself, I mostly have everything unlocked. Well, not everything, but a lot of the costumes unlocked because they would have various sales. On the PlayStation version, I haven't really bought Jack when it comes to the Steam version, but I do own this on Steam because it was on sale for $10. And eventually I was going to use mods and get some cool modded costumes and characters in there, but I never got around to it. Anyway, character unlock keys are affected, story unlock keys, DLC costumes, season passes 1 through 4, Vacation to Paradise background music set. So these are the things that will be delisted for this game in particular. Obviously, this stuff will probably be available for the new version of the game last round, so a lot of this kind of makes sense. Anyway, Dead or Alive 6 last round DLC information. The following DLC will be available for Steam versions of Dead or Alive 6 last round and Dead or Alive 6 last round Core Fighters. Notes: DLC purchased for Dead or Alive 6 last round cannot be used in DOA 6 or DOA 6 Core Fighters. So if you buy a DLC for the new game and you still own the old game, but you haven't upgraded to the new last round version, you can't use that DLC for the old version of the game. That makes sense. Character unlock keys, story unlock keys, DLC costumes. So basically, it's replacing the game and interactions with DLC. So if you want to buy any DLC going forward after the making of this video today, you're going to have to buy the new version of the game. All right, transferring items from DOA 6 to DOA 6 last round. Some items purchased for DOA 6 Core Fighters on Steam can be transferred to Steam version of Dead or Alive 6 last round and Dead or Alive 6 last round Core Fighters. Note, a full list of transferable items and data is available on our website. And we went over this in the last video, but I'll probably go over it again here before we end the video. Transferable items, DLC costumes for non-collaboration characters. So that means for Mai and that means for the two SNK characters, Mai and the other one, you will have to rebuy those costumes and the characters themselves. That kind of sucks, but it probably had something to do with their contract was up. I'm just glad that they're back. It sucks we had to buy them again for those of us that did buy them in the last game, but it is what it is. The game's only $40. It's not that big of a deal, to me anyway. If it was like an $80 full price game, then yeah, then I'd be pissed. Anyway, costumes transferred to Dead or Alive 6 Last Round or Last Round Core Fighters can only be worn after obtaining a purchase or purchasing that character's respective character unlock key. So if you buy or if you just play the Core Fighters version and let's say you have all the DLC for the character in the last game, you're going to have to unlock the character in the new game unless you buy the $40. I don't want to say complete edition, but the edition that includes all the base game stuff. It's really weird how they did the free-to-play version of this game. They were so desperate to try to get people into this franchise that they have a free-to-play version, which is weird. Non-transferable items, character unlock keys. Character unlock keys must be repurchased to use additional characters in Dead or Alive 6 Last Round Core Fighters, not the paid version. Story unlock key, same thing. DLC costumes for collaboration characters. DLC costumes for collaboration characters must be repurchased to use them in Dead or Alive 6 Last Round or Dead or Alive 6 Last Round Core Fighters. So, as I said 5 seconds ago, if you rebuy Mai, you also have to rebuy the costumes. So, again, that sucks. Hopefully they added some more because the costumes to come with, there wasn't that many. But yeah, that's going to suck because it's going to piss off a lot of people. Other items, Vacation to Paradise BGM set. All background music will already be available in Dead or Alive 6 Last Round and Dead or Alive 6 Horror Fighters, so you don't have to rebuy that. Season passes 1 through 4. DLC included in season passes will be treated the same as DLC above. Cool. So anything you got in these season passes, look, I'm very happy about that because I bought, I think I bought all the season passes as they went on sale because, let's face it, $90 for a season pass is ridiculous. They went down to like $15, $20 at some of the summer sales, so I ended up eventually getting them all for Dead or Alive 6. Very happy that I can use the costumes from those and the deluxe edition in the new game. It's part of the reason why I'm covering the game and buying it. If you had to rebuy everything, this game would literally be Dead on Arrival, DOA, which is kind of funny. So anyway, there you have it. That is what carries over, what's going on with the delisting. No news on the PS4, Xbox One edition, as I stated earlier. I think they're going to keep those up because there is a huge player base on both those consoles still that have not upgraded to a Series X or PS4. All right, now on to the PC requirements. I will leave a link in the description down below because it does require operating system minimum specs Windows 11, and I know there's a lot of people still on Windows 10 and Linux. Unfortunately, according to the system requirements for Steam, you need Windows 11. So if you haven't upgraded to Windows 11 yet, sorry to say, you're going to need that. Minimum requirements, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 16 gigabytes of RAM recommended. I won't go over all the GeForce VRAM and all that kind of stuff. I'll let you look at that in the comments or in the link. I'll let you look at that in the link down below. DirectX version 12. It's going to be 80 gigabytes for this game, and you're going to need a SSD. So it looks like they're really doing stuff on the back end to make it look better, run better, probably quicker load times, because if you play Dead or Alive 6 in its current state, there is quite a lot of loading screens. They're not like crazy long or anything, but there is a lot of loading screens. Anyway, so 80 gigabytes, probably for the better looking assets, all the characters in the game. The costumes probably look a lot better. And of course, you'll need the SSD. Anyway, resolution, minimum 1280 by 720, 60 FPS minimum. Max or recommended, basically 1080p 60 is what it's recommending. I wonder if it supports 4K. I would assume so. And then here's all the different internal verification results for all the different VRAM configurations that it'll work with. There's quite a bit here. I have a 5080, so I think I'm all set and ready to go. Plus, it worked on my old computer, which was a piece of crap compared to this one. This one's like 3 times more powerful that I got last year before all the VRAM shortages and everything went live. I think that was it. Yeah. And one last little thing I wanted to show you guys before we end the video is if you go over to the Xbox store page of Dead or Alive 6 Last Round, it already has the DLC listed for the game. And it's the same DLC that's already in the game already. But what's cool about Xbox, and they don't do this on PlayStation, not with this game anyway, on Xbox they let you buy each costume separately. And that's really cool because you could do that with Dead or Alive 5 on the PlayStation, but you can't do that with Dead or Alive 6, which is really weird. But then Dead or Alive 6 on PlayStation had the ticket system, they had the hair changing system. Hopefully that's in the game by default because that was a really cool feature. I would probably play these all on Xbox, mainly because of the fact that the rest of the games, the rest of the franchise is on Xbox. We're talking Dead or Alive 1, 2. I know it originated on the PS1, but I'm saying like the entire franchise is available on Xbox via backwards compatibility, and it's on the store to buy. You can literally go play Dead or Alive 1, 2 Ultimate. You can go play Dead or Alive 3, you can go play Dead or Alive 4, and you could play Dead or Alive 5, and now you can play Dead or Alive 6 and 6 Last Round. So literally the entire franchise is on the Xbox. That's why it baffles me that it was not included in the Xbox showcase. Isn't that weird? Anyway, my next video is probably going to be costumes I hope we see return from Dead or Alive 5 and Dead or Alive 6. Because there's a gajillion costumes for Dead or Alive 5 Last Round, and I really hope we get some of those in the new game, because those were really cool costumes. So there you have it. There is the news for today. I just want to make you guys aware that the game is getting delisted today, but you can still play it. You can still get your DLC. But if you didn't buy any of the DLC packs or certain ones that you have left over, well, the only way to get those now is to purchase the new game, new version of the game, and buy it on there, because now they're not compatible with the old game. So, and this is only the Steam version, no news on PS4 or the Xbox One version, so I have a feeling they're going to keep those up. Anyway, thank you for watching. Sound off in the comments below, and as always, stay frosty.